It's Tim Albright with AVNation with the road to InfoComm. InfoComm 2023 happens the 14th through the 16th of June. And with me to talk about Macnica and their booth is Mr. Andrew Starks. Welcome, sir.
Hello, welcome. Thank you.
2954-2954 is where we'll find you. When we walk into the booth this time around, what will we find, sir?
Well, you're going to find that Macnica is really making some really cool advances in SMPTE 2110 and IPMX support for manufacturers and software people that want to add IPMX and SMPTE 2110 to their products. So this year we're going even further and showing the depth and breadth of the support that we have by showing integration with Unity and Unreal Engine in our booth, and also showing support for NVIDIA's ConnectX accelerated NIC products. So in our one booth, we will be showing support for generic NIC cards, Intel NIC cards, NVIDIA NIC cards, as well as software implementations, FPGA accelerated implementations on Windows platforms, Linux platforms, and I think we might also have another manufacturer in there somewhere. I'm going to forget, but just about any direction a developer needs to head in terms of supporting SMPTE 2110 and IPMX, we've got it on display and demonstrating in our booth this year.
Talk for a second about the growth and the reach of IPMX and SMPTE 2110 as it relates to the commercial industry and what end users, how they're really leveraging it and putting it on their network.
I mean, it's exciting. It really is. Just today, I was in the car with a good friend of mine who I've known for years and years, and he's in the kind of in the pro AV space, but he does a lot with live production. And he was telling me, he was asking me, because I'm always beating him up about IPMX, and he was asking me about, hey, is there any IPMX ready or KVM devices out there? And he was telling me his use case, and it's just the story of IPMX right there, right? You need something that does KVM. But it also has to go live sometimes because he's taking the graphics right off the screen where he's, doing remote things like that. And it solves a lot of problems for people. They're realizing that live production and presentation workflows go together. And the more that they kind of see how those things go together and they stop thinking about, the world of SMPTE 2110 is special and separate from the world of AV over IP, and they start seeing how that all integrates together. Man, we are getting so much exciting feedback from people in terms of products they want to make, projects that they're able to do, problems that this is going to solve, not only in terms of the transport, but also making it a lot easier for people to manage these devices on the control plane level as well. So as we kind of move from IPMX ready to IPMX, we're starting that transition now in the standards world, which, as you know, Macnica is really, really involved in. As we kind of make that move, that growth that we're seeing is really people awakening really to the awareness of what is going on and what's possible with the standard.
Is that something you expect to happen even more at this InfoComm, right? You mentioned the IPMX ready. Now we're going into products and interoperability. Is that something you expect to happen coming out of this next InfoComm?
I do. I mean, and every time I tell you too, the integrators that we talk to, we don't have to say our message twice. They get it right away. They are, they've got their customers have got these little islands of AV over IP. These 5 things can talk to each other, but then these 2 special things that we had to buy, they're only talking, so they got all these problems that they're aware of every day, and you don't have to tell them how open standards can help them. And they've actually done a lot with open standards with SMPTE 2110 already. So they're aware of what we're up to. And I think the excitement is building. And I'm looking forward to it. It's funny that you asked that though, because I was just at NAB and it was like going on rewind a little bit because the knowledge of SMPTE 2110 is very great at NAB. What we're doing in IPMX is a little less for understandable reasons. But even there, they're starting to catch on too. So, we're seeing little pockets of interest everywhere emerge and grow as we get our message out there.
Andrew, we will find you at 2954, but not everybody is going to go to InfoComm. So if they're not going, and then we'll
shame on them.
Along. Shame on them, but if they're not going, and they will follow with everything that Macnica is talking about, how do they do that?
Well, they can reach us at macnicatech.com, and we would be happy to reach out to them and share more about IPMX, SMPTE 2110, and how we can help them bring it into their products.
All right, very good. Andrew Starks from Macnica. Thanks so much. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv. And follow along as we also head to Orlando for InfoComm 2023, June 14th through the 16th. All that and more at avnation.tv. That's avnation.tv.